Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 4 of your NHL 20 under 26 challenge, as today is a big episode as we're going to be simulating through the second year with the team. But first of all, we're going to have to make some trades because of lineup issues, as we have so many guys that are ready to kind of come into the lineup that I would like to play at least. I mean, one guy is back. Carlson is one guy that I would like to call up and play. Everybody else is nonchalant, just going to be there in depth, and really, I really don't give a shit about. But forward-wise, we do need to configure some lineups here. We have a lot of guys, and some guys can be used for some picks. So, the way that it's going to be going, Simon Blackkeep, Gurionov, Kapanen, yes. Actually, we'll make the lineups first, and then we'll go from there. Defensively, you got a pretty good amount of defensemen, too. We could trade away, but some of these guys are going to be depth, so, I mean, that's just the way that things are going to go. But some guys we're not going to need. So, let's go. I don't even think we're going to need to make any trades. We can just practically keep the team the way that it is. So, anyways, we'll make the lineups first. I would like Bjorkstrand because it gives us a +1 up on that first line. So, Bjorkstrand, Sammy Blank, Dennis Gurionov. Who makes it a +1 if we do it? Miles one makes that line better, but I mean, doesn't give us a plus. We could throw Kasperi Kapanen down the line, and that makes him have a higher potential, but I'd rather him play with Sorelli and shit. Forwards back at Carlson. Sure, he could play on the fourth line. Who are we missing that's not in the lineup? Jace Howard, like he's depth, and then we're missing Martin Frick, which he's depth as well. Defensively, sure, Fox, Bowie. Yes, he's a right-handed defenseman, so that would fit way better than what I'm thinking. Mirka Mueller, Hayden Fleury, looking good. Goaltending, Tristan Jarry and UC Saros will be our two starting goaltenders. So players that we could possibly trade away this upcoming season. Oliver Bjorkstrand could be one guy that we trade away because he's 25 years old, but we could keep him for another 2 years. Other people that we could trade away at is Lesbick and Hartman. Otherwise, everyone is practically stone cold solid on the team and going to be on the team. I feel like this team is definitely going to go down in the dumps here in a little bit because, I mean, we're not going to be able to keep everyone on the team forever. And if we keep going after draft picks, we're never going to be able to rebuild this team. So I think the goal is to kind of try to make this team a little bit better this year. But we'll have to see. I mean, everything is just going to be up to question, right? We're going to make it to the trade deadline, simulate up to them. We'll make a couple trades, trade away Lesbick, Hartman, and a couple players like that. It's going to be real rough because we're going to have to develop the prospects as fast as we possibly can and then make trades that are smart for the team as best as we can. We really went and got a lot of draft picks this past season, so we could go and make a couple smart moves to pick up players that can last us for a little while, but I want to wait until we're a good team to start making trades like that. But we're also going to start developing goalies as well, because that's one of our problems too, is that we do not have goaltenders. But, I mean, you never know. We could possibly play some of the best hockey this year and maybe make it into the playoffs. So we'll have to wait and see what the Quebec Nordiques are really made of this year. So we're 6-3 to start the season off. So let's see what we can do as a team. Hopefully we can continue this momentum that we're having right now and maybe make it to the playoffs for the first time in the second year of building this team. But I don't think we're going to be able to make it to the playoffs. That's in my mind. Last year we were a bit better than what we were this year. Sure, we're still deep as a team, but I mean, you look at everything else, we have some holes. We really do have some holes. We were talking about maybe even putting Hayden Fleury up in the top 4. But I like the way that the defensive core is right now. Sergachev and him are having a bad time. So I'll try Hayden Fleury instead. We'll try Hayden Fleury instead, see how well he will do. And then we'll go from there. Pittsburgh gets a big victory. Columbus as well. All right, well, we're getting victories here, man. We're actually winning some games, which, I mean, we would like to bail so we could get some good draft picks. Because we only got Tim Stetzel as an elite player right now, right? And we got rid of everyone else. Now, maybe it would have been a great idea to keep Del Zotto, the guy that we traded for Mikhail Sergachev. Because right now, I mean, we could be doing way worse if we didn't have Mikhail Sergachev, sure. But in the end, I think that was a smart idea picking up Mikhail Sergachev. Gives us a real good leader. And if we do make it to the playoffs, then fuck, we have a great defenseman in Mikhail Sergachev to really carry us a bit going into the playoffs. And goaltending wise, he was doing really well. UC Saros, 925. Tristan Jarry, he's struggling a bit, but Saros really dominating for the team. Attaboy. He had a good year last year, and we want him to continue into this year. And he's really carrying the team this year. He's really just having a banger year right now. And that's good shit, man. Look at the team that we're having this year. If we make it to the playoffs, man, I don't know. Do we even try to make a push and go after somebody good if we're in the playoffs, or we just keep drafting? That's going to be a big question as well. Like, what do we do really with this team if we make it to the playoffs? That's going to be a weird situation. Because, like, I thought that last year, it's like we worsen our chances of getting good draft picks, but then we make it to the playoffs, and fuck, we could finish the series early, right? If we win the cup. Because that's what it's all about. If we win the cup, the series ends, it's over, right? That's what our goal is to do, is win the cup with this team, and the series is over. So, I mean, episode 4, I mean, if it ends 10 episodes in, then fuck, I'm going to do another challenge for sure. That's a guarantee. But right now, yeah, there's the losses collecting in for the Quebec Nordiques. Some big losses against the Edmonton Oilers and the Wild in Detroit. We had a couple losses there. I'm concerned about our lack of scoring. I really can't do anything. I can't do anything. Our lack of scoring is definitely something to keep an issue. I feel strongly to me that our number one issue on our team that needs to be addressed. You're right. I could go and disagree. I'm just going to have to disagree with you, man. Jonathan Falk, I cannot go and hire or can't go and trade somebody right now. I don't have the assets to do that right now, nor do I want to trade away one of my big-time prospects to go after somebody that is going to be gone in like 2 years tops, right? I want to keep Tim Stetzel. I want him to be ready in a couple years, hopefully, and he can play on the team. That's what I want right now. That's what I'm focusing on, and that's what we're just going to focus on for right now. So, Quebec Nordiques, we're starting to lose some games. We're bottom of the standings right now, which is where we want to be. And that's perfect. We're losing games, and we're at the bottom of the standings. So, it's a spot where we want to be at. We might have to make some trades to make the team a bit worse. But right now, we're in a sort of good position for the team right now. We're losing games. We might be able to go after some nice prospects this upcoming off season. So Jacob De La Rosa, best lines. And this is the thing that I like about these seasons, that you're like bad as a team. You could practically just automatically sim the entire year. Like automatically. You don't have to worry about it. Now next year, the big thing we're going to have to worry about next year is UC Saros and Tristan Jarry. We're like, what the fuck do we do with those two guys? Like, we have to trade both of them next year. It depends. Like, if they're trading 26 this year as well. Because if they already turned 26, then we're going to have to trade them this upcoming, either this off season or next year. Tristan Jarry got injured, damn it. God damn it. Big injury to Tristan Jarry, even though he's been kind of bad this year. He's been struggling. How has the first line been doing between Bjorkstrand, Sami Blah, and Gurionov? They haven't been doing too bad. I mean, what can you do when you're not the best defensive team in the league, right? I mean, we're not always the best team in the world. We're kind of struggling. We're not the greatest. Arizona, can we get a big victory against Arizona? Yes, we do. I mean, we don't want big victories. We're on a 4-game winning streak right now. We want to get some losses. That's what we want. As 58 points, as we're near the bottom of the standings, which is nice to see. Last year, we didn't have that chance. Sami Blah, 10 games below a point per game. He's really burying that puck in the back of the net, which I'm liking to see. But where are we positioned this year in the standings? We are about 6th place, the bottom of the standings. Let's take a look at the Central Division again, see where we are positioned in goals for per game. We'll take a look at that. Goals for per game. We're one of the lowest teams goals for defensively. We are one of the worst teams defensively. We really took a drop off this year. Only if we got Alexis Lafreniere. At least we got Tim Stetzel. I think that's the best thing that came out of last year. All right, so let's take a look at the teams. So Sami Blah, 24 years old, man. He's getting up there, but he's one of our best players right now. Bjorkstrand, Sorelli, capping him. Everyone's about 24, 25 Bjorkstrand. We could keep him for another year, might as well. Mikheyev, we could get rid of him, 26 years old. We have him for 2 years, so might as well keep him. Harbin, Lespik. Defensively, Shergachev, Sanheim. Yeah, we really don't have to worry about any defensemen either. Goaltending-wise, they're both 25 still. Struggling, but I mean, what can you do? We can make a couple trades, but in the end, like, what is that really going to do for us? Like, trade away Hartman and shit? I think maybe that's a good idea, but in the end, like, what type of picks we got this year? First, second, 2 4s, 2 6, a seventh. We're not going to be able to do very much, and nor can we pick up any other picks anyways. We don't have the assets to. I mean, if you're trading away Ryan Hartman, you maybe get like a third or a fourth, right? I mean, you're not going to get very much. I mean, Caleb, we could just trade at the draft anyways. And then everybody else we could worry about at the draft, if anything. I mean, we don't have any big expiring contracts, I think, if we look at things. Ryan Hartman, he's gone. We could trade Hartman. I think that's about the only guy that we're going to be able to trade this fucking season. So Ryan Hartman, we could trade. And Ducks, you guys want him? You guys can take him. You guys can take Ryan Hartman. You guys have no picks for this year anyways. We kind of need some picks for this year. We'll take another fourth, and then we can take a sixth and a seventh for next year. Might as well get some picks for next year as well. There we go, boys. Ryan Hartman is traded. We could have got a lot more, but that's okay. That is okay. We got Martin Frick, who can play on the bottom line. So that is the idea for that right now, is playing Martin Frick. He could play on the fourth line. I know his potential or his morale is way down there, but that's okay. He could suck my dick. And let's continue on the simulation for the under 26 team, the Quebec Nordiques. And let's get to the off season, and let's get things done and over with. Let's get things done and over with for the team. Tristan Jarry, he's back in lineup. Perfect, buddy. You can get yourself right back in there. And also Charlie Lindgren. Oh, he's 27 too now. We'll have to get rid of Charlie Lindgren this offseason as well. He's 27, so that means literally we're going to have no fucking, oh my God, goalie. The goalie situation's always going to be rough, I feel like. It's going to be really tough to develop goalie because usually once you get a good goalie developed, they're about 25 years old and then they're in their prime, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be really fucking tough to build a good team. With a good goaltender, because you're going to mostly have a backup goaltender most of your life. It's going to be a real fucking challenge. And the way that this challenge goes is I think we'll do about 10 years. And if we don't win a cup, then we lose the challenge. And that's just going to be the end of things. So we're hopefully going to get at least do good in this challenge. But Madison Bowie, he's back in lineup as well. We'll get him in there. We'll put him in that spot right now. Might as well. And then once Hayden Fleury gets back in lineup, we'll replace Madison Bowie. Just so we don't have Jace Howerluck sitting there in the fucking top spot. And so we can play a good defenseman in that area. And we're going to get a pretty good pick this year, hopefully. Hopefully we win the lottery. That's what I'm really hoping for, is that we win the fucking lottery and we get a real good pick for the Quebec Nordiques. We can't be winning this many games near the end of the season, boys, though. We got to lose a couple. We got to lose a couple. There we go. We lost a couple. We did gain a point, which kind of sucks. We're probably going to have around a top 8 pick, I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. 71 points for Sammy Blau. What a year for that kid. Hopefully he keeps producing like that, because if he does, I mean, he could definitely be a huge performer for us once we get it to the playoffs. So, point-wise, where are we sitting at? Yeah, that's around top 8 spot, so not too bad of a spot. Good enough to win the lottery, but not the greatest odds. Let's take a look at the team stats. Gurionov, 34 goals on the season. Alongside of Sammy Blah, he was ripping it up. What a goal scorer. We don't have very many goal scorers except for Casa. But Gurionov on his side, man, he can rip that fucking puck, man. What a player he is. Can really put that puck in the back of the net. Good player on him. Everybody else, Bjorkstrand didn't have too bad a year. Same with Anthony Sorelli. He had a decent year. Same as last year. Everybody else played pretty well. Defensively, Mikhail Sugarchev, 38 points. Sanheim, 30. Hayden Fleury, 26. Not a bad year for him either. UC Saros, 24. Not a bad year for the Quebec Nordiques, as the under 26 team didn't do too bad. But now it's time to sim to the playoffs and the draft. We'll take a look at who we can draft and stuff like that, and see what type of moves we can do and stuff like that. See what we can really do as a team to make this team better. We're not going to be able to move up any picks because we don't have another first-round draft pick like we did last year where we had the Philly pick. Well, I mean, we made some moves. We traded away a lot of picks because we had so many last year. We could even move some down to this year, but we didn't. Hayden Fleury, we don't really even need to worry about putting him back in lineup. But what a year from Sammy Blah. I mean, he's getting up there in age, 25 years old, but I mean, we still have another 2 years of him on the team, right? And that's not a bad position. Calgary Flames, you're Stanley Cup champions. It's not a bad position for us to be in right now. I mean, Tim Stetzel, he'll probably be in the lineup by the time Sammy Blah leaves the team. Where we say, oh man, how the fuck did the Detroit Red Wings win that, man? We went from 6th to 8th. Are you dicking on me, dude? Oh, you gotta be shitting on me. Everyone, Minnesota moved up. We moved back 2 picks. Oh, fucking hell, man. I said top 8, and of course we landed directly on the 8th overall pick. We don't need to worry about anybody really retirements or anybody like that. So go to the draft class. Let's see who we have in the draft class as we're drafting number 8. As ooh, there we go. That's a huge guy for us, Sergei Kuzanov. Look at that guy. If we get, he's NHL ready too, and he's fucking supposed to go number 10. I think this is the guy we go after. Kuzanov. We get a goal scorer who can fucking prove himself well. I wish we could get another pick, and A2 Ratu would be fucking nice. Another guy would be nice. I mean, a centerman would be just huge. You get 2 big guys. I think we could definitely make some trades this year. This is a big draft, right? You get Kuzanov, who's fucking top up there. Then you get a guy in like Metanio, 3rd overall selection. Fuck, I think we could definitely make some big moves this upcoming off season. Because our draft board right now, what are we looking at for projected picks? 8th overall. We have a nice pick. We have a 2nd. We still have all our picks in the next round. Plus, we got Bjorkstrand, Sammy Blad, Gurionov. We have a 3rd line. Literally, if we fucking make the team a bit better, we're a playoff team. We're legit a playoff team. And we need to make this team as fast as a playoff team as we could possibly make it. I would literally risk trading away Tim Stetzel just to get a good player to help the team out this year, right? Because, I mean, we have a 2nd line. We have a 2nd line. A good 2nd line as well. You go after some NHL-ready players, that could possibly push this team to the max. So, I don't know, guys. We'll have to make that decision in the next episode. Tell me, guys, what you guys think. What should we do? Should we trade next year's pick to go after Metanio or maybe A2 Ratu, right? What should we do? Should we make that big of a move? Or should we just keep picking with what we have and pick Sergei Kuzanov and hope that we have another good pick next year? You guys make the decision on what we should do in the next episode. But for right now, guys, I'm going to end it here. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.